Change the name of this thing or what? Tell me when. All right, good evening and welcome to Weekends Miami Beach. Tonight we are coming to you from Santorini by Georgio, Diego Caiola.
Another day in paradise.
It's another evening in paradise, Diego. I feel like it's Friday night already.
Well, we're working a lot of karma points this evening.
So we're here at the
Miami Beach Cancer Walk Cocktail Fundraiser.
Yes, the Miami Beach Cancer Walk, which you guys are raising money for the Mount Sinai Cancer Research Center. Correct?
Yeah, exactly.
It was just built, and my understanding is it's gonna have a new name.
Yeah.
Braman.
Yep, Braman. Yeah, I think next week or something.
Well-known guy here in Miami.
Yeah, I mean, supposedly he's a great guy, right? I never met him. You met him?
Norman Braman, of course, an icon of Miami. One of Miami's billionaires. His name is everywhere, and now it's going to be at the Cancer Center at Mount Sinai Hospital. This is pretty awesome. I know you've been involved with this, and this is your second year. You guys already have done this.
Yeah, this is our second year. And look, I do it for my dad, bottom line. Mount Sinai saved his life. 3 years ago, he had throat cancer, stage 3. I had an opportunity to be involved, and I said, I'm doing it.
And you feel that the advances, at the hospital really did save his life?
100%. Yeah, I mean, look, he smoked cigarettes for 50 years, started getting an itch in his throat. He got stage 3 cancer. It was, chemo, radiology, you name it, they did. And thank God he's still with us.
And now he's good?
Yeah, now he's good. Hold on, let's bring the food. Come on, you put the food right here. Thank you. All right. I tell you, he never brings one thing, Georgio. He brings it. Oh, wow, look at this. All right, the octopus.
If anybody's from Miami Beach and hasn't been to Giorgio's, I don't know where you've been hiding for the last 10 years.
I have no idea. It's on First and Ocean Drive.
101 Ocean Drive at the Hilton Bentley down here, right on the sand.
At last part of Ocean Drive, there's a lot of parking around here, so you guys need to check it out.
Plenty of parking, and you know that this is a Hilton Bentley, Diego. It's not like a regular Hilton. It's
Do you know the difference or no?
Yeah, of course.
Is there a Bentley parked outside?
I think you might. I think you need to show up in a Bentley. I'm not sure. Something like that, right? Look at this. I want to show you this, Diego.
What is it? You're a chef, so this is incredible,
I'm a chef,
right?
but this is a pretty cool way of serving shrimp.
Wow, look at that.
On a knife. Wow, that is pretty impressive, right?
We're going to tear that up.
Yeah, we're going to tear that up. We're actually expecting Georgio to join us here on the show.
Yeah, Georgia's going to be sitting in with us.
We also have Steve Hockweld. You know who that is?
Yeah, he's the boss at the Cancer Center. Smart guy. He's been involved in the Cancer Walk. It's his second year. He's just got here from Boston like a year ago, but really nice guy. I mean, a walking brain.
Well, imagine to be able to run that kind of a facility where they're doing research, curing people, and they're also rehabbing people after they're being cured. It's a pretty extensive program.
Look, cancer is one of those diseases that everyone is affected by it. Either you had it, your aunt had it, your uncle, your grandpa, someone in your family has had cancer. It's just one of those diseases that we all have in common, unfortunately.
So many people that we end up losing to the disease.
Yeah.
But we also have a lot of people that are able to survive the disease and live a long time.
Yeah, 100%. Look, chemotherapy saved my dad's life, saved my aunt's life. I mean, it's a horrible disease.
Well, what's scary, Diego, is that we really don't know where it comes from. Obviously, if you smoke cigarettes for 50 years, the risk level of you getting cancer is much worse. But it seems like cancer is so prevalent. Cancer seems to evolve all throughout the body, and we're not really sure where all these different cancers are coming from. Maybe the doctor here at Mount Sinai can fill us in, but it's touching everybody's lives. I don't know if it's in the air, in the water, or in the food, but it seems to be everywhere all around us. There's a lot of discussion about cancer having to do with nutrition, healthy lifestyle, and so forth. But then you also find, Diego, people that are super healthy, that exercise all day, they're vegans and so forth, and they end up with cancer. So I don't know what the answer is.
I mean, some of them have them in their genes, right? I mean, if your parents had cancer, most likely you're gonna get it. So I think a lot of it has to do with the genes in your body.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Is it, though? It seems to me like
it's
more about the environment than the genes.
I don't know.
obviously neither one of us can speak to this, but it seems to me like if you're working down in a coal mine or if you're smoking, how many packs of cigarettes a day did your father smoke?
A pack a day.
That's not such a big smoker.
It's 30 cigarettes a day. It's a lot of fucking
I believe there's 20 cigarettes in a pack.
I think there's more than 20 cigarettes.
So maybe he was smoking a pack and a half. Either way, that is a lot of toxicity going into your lungs every single day, in and out, until it affects the lung and it begins to mutate and create a cancer.
Yeah.
Wow. One thing that I have found, Diego, if you're diligent about taking care of yourself, if you get regular checkups, if you find some kind of a cancerous situation early on, it seems like they're pretty good at fixing you.
I mean, that's the whole thing. It's education. You got to get it early. I mean, I'm nervous about it. I wake up in the morning with, besides drinking my mate, pomegranate juice and blueberries. I mean, that's pretty much my breakfast right now.
Well, there's a lot of antioxidants in there, which obviously, my understanding is that that helps fight the cancer or fight it off. Can you believe this spread, Georgio?
Georgio, come on in. Go on. Look at this. Unbelievable. You always go over the top. Always over the
lamb chops.
This is supposed to be for two people here.
To break a plate for this guy.
Oh, there we go.
Opa! All right. Georgio, you're going to sit with us for a minute?
Everyone back there. Wow.
Oh, my God. Georgio, you've created such an iconic atmosphere here at 101 Ocean Drive at the Hilton Bentley. We've been here for 10 years now, right?
10 years, Bernie. Blessed to have you and Diego as my friend.
Oh, no. I mean, you're amazing.
And what you guys do for the city, God bless you.
No, and what you do also to help events like the Miami Beach Cancer Walk. You also involved in South Beach Film Festival. You open the doors for everyone. I think that's why you do so well in life, because you have a big heart.
He's so chill, and he invites people here, and people feel so good that when they come here, is that you just have to come back. You can't wait to bring your friends because the food is so good and so over the top.
Yep.
Let me just show this again.
I know.
If you order the shrimp, you get it like this, Georgio.
Thank you for loving me and promoting
now,
me.
what we were curious about was what were you doing before you started Santorini here on Miami Beach? How did you get to Miami Beach?
How I got to Miami Beach. So I was before in Boca Raton. I had there.
There, about 45 miles north on I-95.
Good families, good schools. I raised my kids there.
Now let me guess, you were in the restaurant business in Boca?
Since I'm 5 years before in Greece and Germany,
Oh,
and then
wow.
Boca and Miami Beach, paradise.
And it shows, it shows.
Nothing better than Miami Beach. Then this opportunity came, Hilton and the owner of the building, they wanted a good operator here.
The owners of this hotel are from Canadians, right?
They are the best family, humble Canadians. It's a family operation. I'm very blessed to be partners here. And
what an amazing partnership that they were able to find you and bring you down here, because I know for a fact that there was several other operators before you that didn't work out. So you came in, took over, made this your home, and really made this your own. This is an iconic place now in Miami Beach. When you talk about the great restaurants down here on Sophie. And by the way, Sophie has 4 or 5 of the top grossing restaurants in the country. South 5th, yeah. So, I mean, for Georgio to come down here, and he's right in the middle of it, between across the street from Prime Italian, next door from Prime Italian, across the street from Prime Steak. Giorgio's also so involved in the community. I mean, I can tell you, I personally have probably attended 6 different campaign fundraisers here in the last 3 months. You know, anyone that wants to have an event down here, if it's city related or charity related, they seem to be able to come to Georgio, and he says, bring it on down. We will definitely host it.
And also, I want to use this opportunity to compliment Chief Jones and the Miami Beach Police Department and fire. This is the only city where you see we have good chiefs that are involved with the community. They take their bike, they take their team, they're riding around. You can see them, you can speak with them.
Well, he's obviously giving props to the Chief of Police, who's done a great job.
We are really blessed to have them.
Yeah, we're a good police department.
Just a quick recap. Kimpton Anglers on 6th and Washington, which is an awesome property He just took it over. He's got a rooftop up there.
They have
He's
a
got
beautiful rooftop.
Havana Bar.
Yeah.
Right? That's right up the
Downstairs.
street, downstairs.
Beautiful.
He's
It's
got a
like-
cool spot on 39th and Collins.
Yeah,
right?
Circle 39, those old school building there. Yeah.
Old school.
And
So
it's
it is a historic property. It's a wonderful place.
Yeah.
6 in Washington.
The Angler, you guys got to check out. I was at the Angler a few months ago. Great. You know, the cafe you have there, it's on the sidewalk, and it reminds me a lot of News Cafe. Sidewalk cafe there, beautiful decoration, really nice.
it's a oasis, a lot of green.
Yes.
And we created a European outside.
Yeah, and they have little cottages in the back with the pool and everything. Really nice. It's like a little hidden gem back there.
I tell you, Miami Beach is so privileged to have Georgio here as an operator. All your places are really amazing. They're going to
Thank
become
you.
iconic. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for this amazing
We
spread.
thank you. We
for
break
letting us
one
have
more
this.
plate for you.
Another plate.
The greatest family, Bernie. Love you guys. Thank you
Thank
what
you.
you do for the city.
Thank you, yeah.
Thank you,
Thank you, Georgio. So now we have someone real special that's
Yes.
really a part of the Miami Beach Cancer Walk, has been there since day one. And here we have the director of the Braman Mount Sinai Cancer Center. Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you, Stephen
Yes.
Hockwald, for
Thank
joining
you.
us. Such
Thank
a
you.
pleasure. Let me just say hello.
Yes, pleasure
Thank
to be
you.
here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Imagine what a gig Steve has, right?
What a gig, if you
I
want to
mean,
call it a
how,
gig.
how do you get a job like this? How do you get invited to come down to Miami
'Cause-
Beach?
'cause-
By
yeah.
the way, you got the best spot over there. You guys get to overlook the bay, right?
Yeah, the
It's a
water.
beautiful spot. Yes.
It's a wonderful spot. Now,
Yes.
you are from, where are you coming from?
I'm from New York City originally, and my wife and I and family spent the last 10 years in the Buffalo area before coming down.
Buffalo.
Yeah.
Northern part of New York State,
Yes.
correct? And then so you're coming from Buffalo down to Miami Beach.
Yes?
All right, that's quite a
Good.
culture shock, I would imagine.
Do you miss the
Yes.
cold or no?
You miss that freezing tundra of Buffalo?
Only for very short periods of time.
I know.
Yes.
Because you
but
guys
not
hit
much.
it hard up there.
Are we
Yes.
still Bills fans, or have we transitioned to Dolphins?
Well, the other day I was out, I had a Bills shirt on and a Dolphins hat on, so I was making that transition.
I feel like
so-
you could get beat up down here for doing something
Well,
like
Bill's
that.
got a good
Diego.
team. I don't blame you for still being a
Do they
Bills
have-
fan.
Doctor, we had so many questions about what you do there. Obviously, these guys, Diego has a wonderful story about his father
Yeah.
who contracted cancer after only 50 years of smoking cigarettes. And he says that Mount Sinai cured him.
Yeah,
and
he saved
he's-
my dad's
yeah,
life.
Saved
Yeah.
his life.
great
And
to
that's, I don't know if we had this conversation, but that's how I got involved. Radiation and chemotherapy, and thank God, thanks to Mount Sinai, he's alive now.
God
so,
bless.
That's why I'm heavily involved.
Well, I mean, it's great that the community is so involved because
Yeah.
we need the whole community to be able to get together, to put the resources, put the effort in. We really got to raise awareness. Like this is November, right? In November alone, it's Lung Cancer Awareness
Yeah.
Month, it's Pancreatic Cancer Awareness Month, it's stomach cancer. There's so many cancers that each one can have its own month. Make everyone aware of how we reduce the chance of getting them by modifying things that we do. So there's definitely things in our control that we can modify.
Doctor, I feel that if you're diligent about your health, responsible about your health, get checked, if you get it early, you have a really good chance of beating this thing, right?
For most cancers, if you catch it in its early stage,
It's
we
all
call it-
about that, right?
Yeah,
It's all
early.
about catching it early.
And some we can do with standard imaging, like getting a chest X-ray to look for a lung cancer. Nowadays, we do a CAT scan to look for lung cancer. There's screening tests for that. Other cancers, like pancreatic cancer, very difficult to detect.
Is that the
And
worst
so
cancer to have?
It is about the worst one in
Wow.
terms of their survival. But we're making small progress. Looking for that blood test. Now we need a blood test to try to detect these kind of cancers. And there's progress. There's big progress going on. I think in a couple years' time, we're going to have a pretty good test. For
You
some of
think
these
that you
cancers.
can just come in, get a blood test, and they'll be able to tell you everything that's wrong with you, right?
At some point, we're going to have one cancer at a time. We'll be able to detect.
Doctor, it seems that it's so prevalent in our lives. We were just talking about how whether you either get it or you have family that gets it or you have friends that are getting it. Is cancer more prevalent than it's ever been now?
In general, probably yes, because we're living longer. That's the biggest
Okay.
reason. As we age, our cells get a little bit funky and we don't rejuvenate our cells as well as we used to. So if something goes wrong in our rejuvenation process and the cells go a little haywire, that can lead to this cancer development. The good news is that we have genetics that are pretty routine now. Now we're doing a ton of looking at taking out blood samples and just doing a genetic panel to look for mutations that some people carry that increases their risk of cancer. So we can find some of those cancers that people might get at a younger age nowadays.
Just from studying your
getting a blood
your
test.
genes.
Just a blood test, yeah.
Your feeling is it more genetic or is it more environment?
We can only find a genetic cause for most cancers about 5 to 10% of the time
All right.
right now. So I'd say most is environment.
Most is environment. So if
Yes.
your parents had some kind of a cancer, if your father had prostate, if your mother had breast, your risk is not any greater than anyone else.
Most of the time, not really, except that you might be doing the same environmental things that they were.
Right, right.
And so
You're eating the same
you're eating
food
the
or
same
you're doing the
food and
same
you're-
thing.
Yes, so you might be exposed to that similar environment that increases your risk a little bit higher.
I also believe it's the environment. When we talk about the environment, we're talking about everything that surrounds us. Is it the air, the water, the food?
Yeah, I'd say there's a little bit of all of that that's potentially
Yeah.
at risk here. But food being the biggest thing we can probably modify in terms of the lower fat diet. As you know, the American diet is full of fat, and the high fat diet leads to obesity. We also eat a lot of sugar and processed foods. So the sugar and processed food is too much, and we know that cancer cells they can live off sugar alone. So that's a real stimulant for them to grow.
I started drinking a lot of, in the morning, pomegranate juice.
What about that, doctor? Why don't you leave us with a little tidbit of things that you can do? What's like the best anti-cancer suggestion coming from somebody like you? What do you have for breakfast? Do you drink pomegranate juice
And
in the
blueberries.
morning?
I'm hooked on blueberries and pomegranate right now.
I mean, the obvious is don't smoke cigarettes. Limit your processed foods, alcohol as well. There's a correlation there.
Definitely. There's a correlation between alcohol and many cancers. So
many different cancers.
Yes, so limit alcohol.
Okay.
And then I would say that the other biggest thing is exercise. I mean, there's a lot of studies now that are looking at longevity, and your longevity is probably increased with strenuous exercise. So exercise.
So exercise fights cancer
I believe
at the
so.
cellular level.
Just to keep the weight down, to get the metabolism going in the right
The
direction.
blood flowing.
The blood flowing.
Yep.
So don't be overweight, exercise, and
It's just all the obvious, right? Everything that's obvious.
Yeah.
That take care of yourself, be responsible for what you eat, be responsible for what you drink and smoke. Yeah.
and those easy screening tests. I mean, they're somewhat easy. People don't think a colonoscopy is that's not something to be enjoyed, obviously, but it's a screening test that is very good.
Have you had your colonoscopy already?
Yeah.
You're of age. Doctor, I don't know if you recommend the Cologuard.
The Cologuard.
I've done that the last couple of years.
Cologuard is good too, but it's not, it doesn't tell you about little polyps that you could have. The Cologuard is good maybe at detecting more cancers.
More serious things.
More
You
serious
got to do
things,
the real
yeah.
deal. You have to do the colonoscopy.
And the Cologuard can't remove anything,
Right, of course.
So it has its advantages.
But the Cologuard would show some kind of a risk.
Usually does, yes.
Right.
Yes.
By the way, prostate cancer is more prevalent than even breast cancer, right? I mean, it doesn't get the same kind of attention, not quite as sexy, but it's 1 out of every 2 men. A lot.
One out of every 2 or 3,
Yeah.
correct, yes.
Doctor, you think
So-
there's ever going to be a cure for cancer?
I think that we're going to cure cancer comes in over 100 types. So you can't say it's just all one type because each one has a different genetic basis. So yeah, we're going to cure one at a time. I think it's going to be hard to say that we're going to just wipe all them out at the same time, but I think we're going to make progress individually. We don't want to be.
You're an oncologist?
Yeah, I'm a surgical oncologist, so I focus on cancer, but I do research as well. And, we're not happy with the status quo. We want to get better therapies. We got to go to see what's the next best treatment, and that's the way I'm wired.
Wow.
Yes.
All right. Imagine, we could spend hours with.
Oh, no, we got to get his number before he leaves.
It's
personal
amazing.
direct
Happy to come
line.
back.
Thank you for spending a few minutes with us. By the way, we got a ton of food here. If you guys start, something we're gonna eat
Yeah.
something after.
Thanks, Doctor, for being involved in the Miami Beach Cancer Walk. Thanks so
Thank
much
you.
for that.
Yeah, guys, welcome to Miami Beach.
I
Yeah.
know, right?
Yeah.
How's
Thank
your
you.
Spanish?
Poquito, poor,
No bueno.
poor
No
at
bueno.
best.
Okay, I'm gonna recommend you guys in Spanish. Have you guys found a good spot for like good Cuban food? Okay, we can talk about that
Yes,
afterwards.
we need to figure that out. for
Right?
sure.
Okay.
We're going to be doing this during
we're
the
all set
cancer
in the-
walk.
Yes.
Peruvian, we're good at, but Cuban,
Ah,
we
there
need.
you go.
Guys, thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank
What a
you.
pleasure on the show.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
seeing you
Good to
again.
see you.
Thank you.
Okay.
And Diego, we're joined by some new people here.
I know everyone's just popping in and out, popping in
What
and
an
out.
amazing guy that Steve Hawkwald, right?
I'm telling you, you need his phone right on your phone. Just get his phone. He's the
Yeah.
director of the cancer center in Mount Sinai.
You know, sometimes when I get cough heavy, I feel like I might have a little cancer. I
No,
don't
that's
know.
the bud. It's
Yeah.
nothing to do with the cancer. All right. So look, the guest that we have right now is someone that I've known for about 15 years, which is my brother-in-law here, Gustavo Briand Hair Studio.
Welcome, Gustavo.
And
Studio.
we also have Vanessa Maggi from Maggi Realty.
Hi.
Thanks for being on the show.
Maggi
Yes.
Realty, the number one brokerage in Miami Shores.
She's a really. I live in the Shores, and we know each other. We're part of the board of directors for the chamber.
Yes.
So we know each other, and she's everywhere. She's the realtor in Miami Shores.
Yes, Carmen Torres. She's married to my dad, and
Yes.
very involved in the cancer walk on
Well,
Miami Beach. And
obviously, you know that Carmen and Diego started this whole cancer walk situation, right?
Amazing.
Yes.
Raise
Love
money.
it.
I'm here to help. So Maggi is
Yeah.
here supporting the Miami Beach Cancer Walk.
Yes.
And then and she's a sponsor. Thank you so much for sponsoring
welcome,
it.
sure.
And then Gustavo's here because well, he's my brother-in-law, and also really I wanted him to be on the show because I asked him, he lost his dad from cancer.
Yeah.
So it'll be nice to have on the show just to talk about how it has affected your life.
I would say just the entertainment value having Gustavo on is worth having him on
Yeah.
the show. I don't know if you know, but Gustavo is a performer, he's a singer in many different languages.
Yeah.
He's a cinematographer.
Yeah.
What else?
Well, the main thing has been hair, and I have my new salon in the corner of Alton Road and 5th Street,
Yeah, right by Publix, right on the Publix.
underneath Best Buy, next to the burrito statue, right there.
You know,
Yeah.
Diego, what I find is that there's different kinds of people. There's people that are like on top of their health. They get tested. They want to find out if there's something wrong. They want to find the cure. And then there's some people that just kind of don't want to know. And then by the time you find out, it might be a little bit too late. I will tell you that, life is precious. Your father, maybe if he was a little bit more diligent and would have gotten tested or so forth, maybe he would have been around a little bit longer, to be with his grandchildren and his great-grandchildren. So that's really what it's about.
Yeah.
Even though you go out valiantly, we're trying to extend people's lives here. As you get older, the doctor just described that. As you get older, obviously you're more susceptible. The cells in your body are more susceptible to cancer, which are really just your cells in your body that are mutating out of control. Just be diligent, get screened, get
Yes.
checked. Now they're going to be coming out with blood tests that are going to be able to find most of these cancers. If not, like he said, like the doctor said, a simple x-rays
Yeah,
find a
right.
lot of
CAT
different
scan.
cancers,
Yep.
CAT scans. Be diligent about it. Maybe check yourself once or twice. I know I go twice a year. I love my doctors.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I go twice a year, get checked. Prostate, whatever it is. My urologist is on speed dial.
Yeah.
Of course.
So you're that
Oh,
type.
yeah.
You're that type that
That
is
type.
like really on top of it, right? Being
On
a man.
top of it.
Vanessa, any cancer story you want to share?
Yeah, my
Anyone you-
mother actually died from brain.
Oh.
She had a brain tumor.
Oh my goodness.
Once you get those, the people that I've known that has them, they go pretty fast.
That's
I mean,
awesome.
she was older already, but yeah.
That's considered a brain cancer.
Yeah, it was a brain cancer. She had a tumor. Yeah.
And was there some kind of remedy or cure? Or?
No. I mean, it just spread out and then she died. It was just super fast. So, which I'm thankful in a way of a tragedy, just because she didn't suffer that much.
Yeah.
It was like a couple months and that was it.
Yeah,
So-
that can be really, really
Yeah.
horrible end. Like
Yes.
you're fortunate. Obviously, she went hopefully without a lot of pain.
I think it affects you, but it also affects your family, right? Once you're
yeah.
done and you die, which is horrible, But then you leave your kids, your husband, your family
Yeah.
to deal with,
Yeah.
the aftermath.
Yeah, that's
so
terrible.
that's very traumatic. Yeah. I mean, I hope when I die, it's fast. It's not prolonged
Oh
like
no,
that.
man! Not me.
but-
I'm dramatic. I want my kids around me. I want
yeah,
people
no,
holding
no,
my
but I'm saying
hand.
fast, not like 7-8 years that you're dealing
Oh,
with.
okay,
No,
okay, yes.
no. But yeah, prevention I think is huge.
But cancer can affect you anywhere. What you want to do is catch it early.
Yeah.
All right, get tested. Catch it early. If you catch it early, you've got a really, really good chance
That's
of
straight,
surviving.
yep.
I just live your life, right?
Yeah.
I try to have gratitude and just
Yeah.
wake up every morning. There's problems. People are going to have problems and life just goes on. But just be grateful of what's going on in your life. And, my way of thinking, I've always, when something was really bad, I always knew that somebody was going through something worse than me.
100%,
And
yeah.
just be grateful and stress.
Yeah.
Right? I attribute stress to a lot of things.
Stress kills.
I live on Miami Shores, but I'm grateful. We have an apartment on the beach, and I walk on the beach. I try to walk on the beach 3 times a week, in the morning at 7 in the morning, and just be in touch with nature.
And,
That's-
and you're
And,
passionate about real estate.
I am, but it's, as you know, real estate is very hardcore,
Yeah.
right? Because you're dealing with so many people
So
in the
much
same one
competition.
transaction.
Yeah.
But certainly stress, that seems to be able to affect every single cell in your body. So good advice for anti-cancer.
Yeah.
How about you, Gustavo?
Gustavo?
How about some good advice for anti-cancer? What are we doing to fight cancer, Gustavo?
It gets
So
very technical.
any advices from me? Like I had a partner that passed away, and his advice was to eat a lot of greens, no meat, no milk products, no dairy, no
So-
sugars. So basically, no meat, no alcohol. Well, I'm vegetarian. My sister is vegetarian.
Yes.
So I mean, you can have I enjoy life fully, and I eat like that.
The risk factors obviously are smoking, drinking, processed foods. Gustavo, what do you do particularly? Like you drink pomegranate juice like your brother-in-law? Or do you exercise? Exercise is also very important,
Yes.
according to the doctor. We didn't talk about stress, but certainly stress is going to be very important. One last thing, Gustavo, that you do to fight cancer.
I have gotten fat.
No.
No, I really got fat. So anyway, so don't do that. Just to keep
Right.
your
No
weight.
fillers. Stay natural. Yes.
Exactly, Diego.
Okay, so one thing I've taken from all this, Diego, is not have breast implants that can pop and fillers. Stay away from fillers. Congratulations to you and Carmen.
MaggiRealty.com. Like you said, we're very strong on Miami Shores. That's
Yeah.
where I live. I've been there for over 22
But you
years.
do every
But
city.
I grew up on the beach.
Yeah.
Yes, I grew up on the beach. I went to Beach High. My parents still live on the beach. And yes, I have a team, and we have an amazing team.
White
glove service. Thank you.
Yes, there you
Yeah, I'm
go.
like, white service. My daughter just got into real estate, and she just go, "Mom, this is so complicated." I go, "No, we just go beyond because we really help our clients."
Yeah. No, you have a great
That's
agency.
the difference, yeah.
Really great.
Excellent.
White
All right.
glove service. people.
You want to promote your business real quick?
Yes, if you want a precision haircut that will last you for months, and I will take in consideration your lifestyle and your bone features, come to me.
What's
I'm
your website?
man. It's Gustavo Briand Studios with that at the end .com.
And MaggiRealty.com?
Yes.
There you go.
All right, Diego, I think I need one of those haircuts. All right, Diego, what about raising money for cancer?
You go to MiamiBeachCancerWalk.com.
Right.
You could donate right there and then. You can do the walk February 1st. We have the Miami Beach Cancer Walk in Miami Beach. It's $30. And all proceeds go to Mount Sinai Cancer Center.
Amazing.
Excellent, wonderful. Guys, thank you for joining
Thank
us
you.
today.
Thank
for having
I
us.
hope you guys stay and munch out with us.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Joshua, for filling in today.
Thank you,
Diego,
guys.
Hey!
got
We'll
it.
see you guys next week.